Hello there, Chowky again from the future. I just want to issue a small warning on the audio. It has improved from the first episode, but there's still some minor issues I'd like to resolve. I hope you still enjoy this episode as we dive into this holiday season as we talk shows, movies, sports, and more coming out this December. And feel free to subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Spotify. Thank you and enjoy this episode.
Hello.
Hello, what's up?
Hello.
You know, I have to fix all my intros. I don't have an intro for my podcast. Hello, welcome back to the What's Life Like podcast, and welcome to the second episode for the four episodes I'm doing in December on December, and so yeah, I'm here to welcome you, my cousin,
What's
Ramon
up?
Domingo. I mean Paolo Domingo. Yeah, he's my cousin,
Paula's
and
fine.
we'll actually get to that. But yes, he's my cousin, and just gonna be
Explain yourself for that promo font.
we're gonna be just talking about what the holiday season, what's coming up with the holiday season, and yeah, any plans and stuff like that, or things to look forward to during this Christmas season. So just sit back, relax, and be in chat. If you're watching live, you can just chat up, ask us questions for anything you have. If there are problems with audio or like the screen, please let me know in chat so that I can fix it. And yeah, so oh look, see, we have vitamin C. Hey Justin, happy birthday. Kulit mo Last week ka pa nag-happy birthday sa akin Pero thank you Just.
Yes, if everyone doesn't know, it was his birthday yesterday. So happy birthday, my guy.
Thank you for that. Eh. So yeah, he's my cousin. So basically, we spend Christmas like every year together. So most likely we'll have the same Christmas plans. But what are you looking most forward to the Christmas season, the holiday season? Like, are there any other special plans that you have?
None in particular. Just really like it's probably oversaid, but like the vibe of Christmas, just the whole season, and like everybody's a little bit lighter. Like even when it comes to work, people aren't really taking it as seriously. Well, I mean, at least I'm talking about like my friends. Ganon.
Yeah.
So like we get to spend more time together. Like
Mm-hmm.
maybe go out of town if kaya. So like really just more of that, like being able to see people again.
Yeah. Wait. I just got a message that my mic's echoey again. Is it better now? Hello? Hello? Should I just stop moving?
Is it this?
It's not yours.
Okay.
They say it's not yours. But I need some feedback, Justin. But yeah, plans out of town, holiday season, Christmas Eve. We always spend it somewhere in one of our houses.
Yeah.
And we just have Christmas dinner.
Mm.
We used to go out.
Yeah, like
Well, I mean pre-pandemic we used to go out for Christmas. Like Tagaytay.
or Subic.
Or Subic.
Yeah.
Um why did we do that? Like I'm still kind of curious why. I understand.
Why?
I don't know. When we went to Subic, I didn't feel like it was like we went there because of the holiday. But like Tagaytay, I kind of felt it.
Oh, parang wala lang. Like planning. It was usually in between Christmas and New Year, no? And then wala. Like I guess we were all still in school, so like no one was really doing anything.
But
So wala. Plan na lang. Out of town tayo.
random trip. So, chat, if you have some favorite places you like going to during the holiday season, just hit us up. Let us know in the chat. But yeah. Or actually, no. We went to the beach
Oh, yeah.
2019. So that was different.
That was okay. That was
That was
solid.
different. That was different.
Was that San Vicente?
Yes,
Yeah.
if everybody doesn't know, you guys should go to San Vicente Palawan. It's like super good. Like I don't want to say it's like Boracay because there's like no nightlife in there or like there's
Mhm.
no
Not a lot
But-
of establishments.
yeah. It's like a beach you go to if you want to chill
Mm.
and not party.
Yeah.
And it's also it's just not a lot of people you can swim and surf unlike let's say in other surfing areas you can't really
Yeah.
swim.
Like the resorts are basically like smaller and there are not a lot of them. So like you're really just gonna be with the people you plan with. So at least it's kind of like
Yeah.
more private in
It's
that
more
way.
yeah. It's more it's it's more like a chill
Yeah, laid
vacation,
back.
like,
Yeah, laid back talaga.
yeah, like after working or after school, and you just want to take a vacation somewhere.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, no, that was, and then we also like there's also island hopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So solid then.
I recommend people going there. Check it out. San Vicente, Palawan.
But
Like,
beware of the what was that?
beware of
The
the
sand
airplane.
mites on the beach. Remember that?
What?
Was it? I don't know if you got, but there
I
were
don't
like
think
my
we did.
brother and like a lot of other
We did?
like
We did?
Sinatito, like nangangate in the legs. You don't remember?
No.
What?
No.
Dude,
I don't know. Was that?
that was there. That was
Okay,
there.
that was there. Okay, no, I don't
You don't
remember. But
remember?
like, um,
So yeah, but
really?
yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. So as we're talking of San Vicente, Palawan, beware also
Okay,
of
beware of
the
sand mites.
Sand mites. But I'm sure they cleaned that up already. So yeah,
I don't know, but that's just nature, dude.
exactly. Or yeah,
It's not
true.
like you can do anything about sand
Yeah,
mites
yeah.
unless it's
Or baka
No.
kinagat sila na. Actually, we didn't know what it was. That was just the guess also. So like maybe it was.
baka
You would know
kinagat.
like nangangagat ba yung crabs?
No.
No.
I
Or
don't
ants
think so.
maybe. Maybe it's
Baka
ants.
ants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
That's such a mind. I think you can get there in any beach, but like
just beware of ants everywhere you go actually.
but yeah, San Vicente Palawan, like if di nyo afford or di nyo trip El Nido, or if masyadong malayo yung Puerto Princesa, you can, hit up San Vicente. The only problem, that's a legit problem, is flying, because I think that's one of the most expensive things you're gonna be paying for going there, because mostly the accommodations, the food there's cheap anyway, but it's just flying because they have like some sort of, it's like one flight a day thing, right?
Yeah, no, I think there were only two airlines that were servicing San Vicente,
Yeah.
that airport. And dude, at least for us, medyo malas tayo. What happened?
Yeah, malas tayo. I mean, for us, 'cause when we were going back, our flight got cancelled because what did they do? Was it a broken airplane, or
I think
was it weather?
I think weather, and then
The airplane was broken.
they said I don't know, I forgot what that was. I think it was weather, and then
Yeah, so
they said they weren't going to do that afternoon flight anymore.
yeah, so basically it's weather, and then probably our flight would have been the next day, so we just wanted to go home though. So we booked a flight from Puerto Princesa back to Manila, which is like 3 hours by car from
Yeah.
San Vicente. And holy crap, I think probably 1 hour was just bad roads through
Yeah.
the mountains.
But also kasi I mean, well, we were already out of our accommodations. We checked out now
oh, well,
and
that's
everything.
true also, yeah.
Plus, when you like the airport of San Vicente is also far away from the resorts. Also, it's not exactly near.
Yeah.
Plus, there was no bad weather at all, right? Remember, like so we were just
Yeah, it was just it's so stupid.
we were asking if they were going to I don't know, like they wouldn't get us another flight also, right?
Yeah,
we went to
yeah.
another airline.
Yeah,
na.
we had to go to another airline.
Yeah.
I don't know. Basta they were so weird
Yeah,
about
labo.
it. And, like, just don't fly out from Manila if you're going to San Vicente. You can fly from Clark. Because that's I think that's pa.
Yeah, that's the not smaller airline that we took.
Yeah. The small airlines kind of. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
'cause
yeah,
you-
just
you-
that. Let's,
like if your flight
maybe
gets
if you want to
canceled.
sponsor me, so I'm not gonna say who it is. But you never know. But yeah, so that was our last trip before pandemic. And
Was that
well,
December 2019?
yeah, because I remember after that I had school pa, so that was 2019 for sure. Oh fuck, that was like, that doesn't feel like that was a long time ago. Start of the pandemic. Fuck me.
Yeah. It's only when you count the months.
It's only
like-
when you count the months in between,
Yeah.
but it feels like last year lang pa talaga.
Yeah.
Well,
Because they just all meshed
just
together, they
yeah.
merged together na lang eh.
merges together. Oh, the pandemic. But yeah, that was the last trip. Man, I want to travel again. Like honestly, like if people were watching last Thursday, Trish and I were talking about going to Japan. Like, I want to go to Japan with friends or family, and yeah, I just want to travel. Like, it derailed all my post grad plans, pa.
Sayang nga, diba? Because we went to Osaka also.
No, I wasn't there.
Yeah, I know exactly. Like
I've never been to Japan.
that's why I know. That's why I
So
was
stop
gonna say.
saying we.
That's why I said sayang. I said we because you guys could have gone also. Pero di kayo
wala.
natuloy eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think no, because I still had school.
Oh yeah.
And it was what, my 4th year or my 5th year? And it was
Fourth.
exam time.
Fourth
I
at. Ay.
think. Yeah, I don't like missing out on school.
Mm.
I'm the type who, if I have to catch up in studying, I won't be able to understand what I'm studying. So
Even if it's to see your oldest sister.
years na, since the pandemic. Actually, since the pandemic. After that, after San Vicente, yeah. So basically, almost coming up 2 years na. But yeah, my sister's in Japan. For my loyal viewers out there. So yeah, like Japan's sketchy. I mean, sketch in a way that they haven't opened their borders. It's kind of annoying. Like, they're one of the countries. Well, I understand why, but like they're like one of the only countries that who haven't opened their borders to tourists. So, sayang. But man, I want to go to Japan. But speaking of traveling, cases in Europe are going up, so that's a bad place to travel. And we have a lot of batchmates or like friends in between us also
Yeah.
who are in Europe, which I hope them safe. But like, I'm so curious why they're in Europe.
What do you
Like,
mean?
We know people that are in Europe, and specifically Spain,
Yeah.
and I've never asked them why are they all in Spain.
Oh, why is like okay.
Yeah, like it's just like
It's mostly Spain, right? Yeah.
yeah, no,
yeah.
it is. I've only seen people in Spain.
In Spain. Yeah, actually, it wouldn't be a stretch to say
And
it's
at
all
the
in Spain.
same, they're like the same people also.
Yeah. Well, I think well, at least for my friends, when they went there like during JTA,
went
they
back?
super loved it. Like they
Okay.
loved staying in Spain. And
Yeah.
like so much so like when they got back, some of them like they took a minor in Spanish. Because if you do take a minor in Spanish in Ateneo, they
Ah.
offer like a 1 year program, I think, of like postgrad or like I'm not sure, like a teaching program, something like that.
Oh, I see.
In Spain. So
Okay.
like you can take that, like you're there for a year. Like so
Oh, that makes sense.
yeah, that makes sense. I know some of my friends did that. But
Oh,
I know
that
also a
makes
lot of
sense.
just they loved the country and then they wanted to do postgrad there.
Yeah,
So
it feels like they're just working or doing postgrad, and they're just all the same people.
and then
who
yeah,
connect.
they're all in Spain.
It's so funny. Like
Yeah.
I'm like go guys, but like it's just so funny. Like next thing you know, it's just someone else in that group, and then they just keep changing, and then they're just it's just so funny. But all that makes sense.
Yeah.
But did you know part of the reparation acts of Spain for colonizing people?
Oh no.
before
Go.
Is I think, don't get me wrong if there are any Spanish people watching, but I think you can live there for 2 years and then you can get a citizenship if you're
Oh.
a Filipino.
Which is like
Or if you're
shorter than usual if you want to
think.
get the Spanish citizenship.
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what. I think that, yeah, they offer that for anyone who was colonized under Spain.
Okay.
That's
Which is a
the-
lot.
Which is a lot. I mean,
which is a
like
lot.
300 years of colonization,
Yeah.
right? So, gosh, Spain.
Yeah.
But
2 years is not that much.
That's
in
not
Japan,
bad.
eh.
I mean, like, fine. But yeah, Spain. I mean, were you? No, you weren't there. You've
What do you
never
mean
been-
was I not? No, we traveled, yeah.
Oh,
like
no, yeah, for GTA.
yeah, when I was in GTA. But like
No,
that's
but you weren't
about
with
it.
us. No, fuck. I wasn't. Okay.
No, I wasn't.
context.
I wasn't.
Huh? No, but you were with them when you were in Europe.
Oh yeah, but they
Okay,
we only
context.
stayed in ano eh.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
This man he took JTA in, where did you go? Austria.
Yes, sir. Salzburg, Austria.
Yeah, he had JTA there. And then my family and his family, basically the Chowky family, they went to Europe. And I wasn't there because of, again, school. So,
This guy doesn't miss school.
yeah, man. And look at my grades. C, average. Woo! Should have just gone to Europe. But, what do you call this? They went to Europe. No. Was it just us? Oh, no, it was just us. The first time I went to Europe, or the only time I went to Europe. No, the first time I went to Europe was with my family lang pala. And then they went back with you guys.
That was before, yeah, that was before, right?
Yeah, because I went with my family, then I went again to Europe in World Youth Day.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I forget. Were you with the girls also went to Europe with Sanano, with Tita Sandy, with your mom?
Yeah.
But you weren't there. That
I
was
wasn't
not.
there. That's when they went up with you.
No, this is like the first time ever since. Like they went to like Guadeloupe.
No, that was my dad. That's
That
with
was
my
your dad.
dad.
Your dad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the first time that he went to Europe. Like from high school ba ito yun?
No, and then that's not the one you were talking about. That you were there.
No, no,
No,
no,
no.
no. That's the second time in Europe when I was there. So yeah. But yeah, Europe. Their cases, man, they're going up.
Yeah.
Spain, I'm not sure if it's going up. If anyone knows anything in Spain, but yeah, there are a lot of people going to Spain
Mm.
from the small amount of people we know together. Like,
Grabe,
it's
hindi
just
naman
so
small.
okay, fine. The finite amount of people we know in common.
Okay.
There, fine, happy. But yeah,
Very vague description.
no, I was gonna say Spain and the States, East Coast states. Most there are people
Oh
there
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I think if Justin you're in the chat, I think one of his his sister I think is also in the East Coast state. So it's curious, like New York, that area. Like I've seen a lot of people post stories
Mhm.
that they're there, and I'm like, fuck, I want to be in New York, man. It's New
Yeah.
York.
I think a lot of people are going to the States then like this Christmas season, gonna
Yeah,
have been there.
yeah.
Like well, like I guess it's also kind of like a nice getaway from like here where the restrictions are kind of
That's true.
well, it's definitely getting better, especially in the recent weeks.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
I think the comfort level is also different, I guess, in the States, right? Where they're way more
See, the thing
vaccinated.
is, there are way more vaccinated people, but there are way more people that aren't vaccinated also. Let me get to that. I know
Okay,
that
okay,
sounds
okay.
stupid, but here kasi, in the context of Metro Manila, and if there's anyone med student, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but here kasi, based on what was posted from the DOH, we're like 98, 99% vaccinated here in Metro Manila.
Of the
So,
target population, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So like, okay.
So, like, that's 99% of the target population here in Metro Manila. So, there's a slim chance, if those numbers are true, there's a slim chance that you can catch COVID, right?
Okay.
But, like, in the context of the States, there are more vaccinated people because there are a lot of people in the States, but, like, there are also a lot of unvaccinated people that
True.
and there are a lot of people, like, in New York. There's, like, a shit ton of people there. And there are more chances since their borders are open and there are a lot more people who are traveling in between states and stuff like so.
That's actually a good point. Like, I'm not exactly sure what the percentages are of like
Yeah.
vaccination in the States.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely higher than ours. But you're right. Like, you might think that we have pretty low compared to other countries because we're like 30% as a total, like the whole
Mm-mm.
country. But good point. If you're moving in and around Metro Manila or if you live here,
And they're less anti-vaxxers. I would say they're less
yeah.
I would think so that the Philippines has less anti-vaxxers than the States
And anti-maskers.
and anti-maskers. So,
Yeah.
diba? And then yun pa. Like here, we're still required to wear
Wear
masks,
mask,
which is
yeah.
good. But like in the States, you don't
Yeah.
have to wear a mask, right? So I'm just saying there's probably a higher chance for you to get
To get it there.
there,
That's a good point, actually.
right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm just curious. But like I'm just curious why there are a lot of people in those certain cities,
Oh.
like New York, like Madrid. Like I just know a lot. It's just so funny. I just find it funny.
Maybe, well, New York, East Coast, maybe the schools, right? Like,
Post grad, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so they're living there already.
And
right?
it's Christmas. I mean, wouldn't want to spend Christmas in New York?
Yeah.
But man, fuck New York. Fuck New York also. But you guys don't know I'm a big New York City fan. Like anything New York City, I'm a big fan of.
Yeah.
So-
But the Knicks, man.
Yes, for people who watch sports, I'm a big New York Knicks fan. Hey, you're supposed to be good. I mean, we are. It's just they're so inconsistent.
Well,
I don't know why, but
you know what they were saying last year, right? Like that's when they basically popped onto the scene like as a good team. What do you like, fourth or fifth?
yeah, fourth.
And then they were saying like when they got to the playoffs, like the only thing this team is missing is like more offense, right?
Yeah.
And then they went in the offseason, they got Kemba, they got Fournier,
You got a lot of offense.
the Celtics rejects, and then yeah, you got a lot of offense basically. But like, what's been the problem?
I don't know. It's we ran it back with all the same players also. I just guess no, yeah, no. I've been saying it. It's our centers. Like it's not that they're not good. It's just they're always injured. At least
Mm.
one of them or two out of the three are injured. So our small ball lineup doesn't work basically.
Mm.
Because if you were watching or if anyone was watching the who did we lose to? No, we lost to Toronto. We
Today?
lost
Yeah,
to
Toronto.
Pacers. If you watch the Pacers game, um, where we were playing Julius Obi, and then against Sabonis, who I don't know why they couldn't box him out, but that lineup, even with just a decent stretch five, could out rebound them, which is kind of weird. So when we do play small ball lineup with Julius and Obi, it just doesn't work. There's no defense, and if we're already having a hard time with Sabonis and playing a small ball lineup, like it's
It's not
I
gonna
don't know.
work. Yeah.
It's we need a center.
And
basically.
you'd say like you guys have been forced into playing more of those kinds of lineups
Yeah.
compared to
Yeah.
what you're supposed to have now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think what really helped us last season when Mitch was out, Nerlens Noel wasn't injured.
Mm.
Like he was playing so well because he wasn't getting injured also.
And Taj was pretty solid also
And,
last
and
season.
no,
Yeah.
Taj is still pretty solid now. It's
Yeah.
just he's playing more minutes than he should be
Mm.
because Nerlens and Mitch is out again.
Right.
Or they're always getting these small injuries.
Yeah, it's not
So,
like you'd close a game also with Taj, right?
yeah. So and shooting struggles of Julius
Mm.
because the offense isn't working and we just need to work on spacing, man.
Yeah, man. Honestly, yeah, you're right. Like as an owner of Nerlens Noel in 2 fantasy leagues, that guy's
Oh,
been in my
no.
IL for like
Oh no.
months, man. On and off.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean we beat you guys, so I'm happy.
Yeah,
about
yeah. Wait. That was like the first game of the season,
it.
bro.
Yeah, still,
That was
still
also a banger of a game, I must say.
Yes.
That was a good game.
probably game of the year. Joke lang.
It was
But
also Fournier's best game of the season.
no,
Yeah, man.
no, it came after I talked shit about him in the group chat.
Okay.
And then he had a pretty solid game.
He must
But
have heard you.
but you know, we still beat you. We beat Chicago.
Okay.
once. Okay. That 2 Chicago games was kind of annoying. We
I'm
should've
not
won.
sure when we're playing again. Like,
I think it's.
but we're gonna mark that date on the
I
calendar.
think it's. No, who are you playing? Now? You're playing
Milwaukee. Christmas.
Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
You're
But you
probably-
also have a Christmas game, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh, shit. Baka nga.
are we?
That might be. Sorry. Don't
Then-
quote me on the Milwaukee. I thought that's what I heard. Yeah.
But what do you call this? Yeah, we beat you guys. We should have beaten Chicago twice already.
No, honestly, you guys. I mean, even last year, you guys were honestly better team. Like the way you played,
Yeah.
like the
No, but
construction.
I'm also not into panic mode because before the Knicks started their winning streak last year to get to the playoffs, they were just this average team down below 500, just below 500.
Okay.
But the thing that's worrying me is that the offense doesn't seem like the offense is compromising the defense basically. Because before you could say that our offense ran through Julius, and if that didn't work, that didn't work. But the defense was always solid. But now our offense is shit and the defense is worse.
yeah, you can't
So-
play.
Which I
can't
don't
basically-
understand because the way we started the season, the defense was pretty solid.
Mm.
And I don't know with any other Knicks fans that are watching or Filipino Knicks fans over here. That's what's
Yeah.
life like being a Knicks. Honestly, it's been fine. Like I shouldn't complain as much because we've been shit for so long anyway.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, we're half a game ahead of you now, so.
It's okay, you lost to us. And you lost today against Phoenix.
We
And
lost
we
today.
all,
But hey, that was
you
Phoenix,
guys got
man.
them back. Why? We played against Phoenix with Devin. We had one close game, and then the other one was not a close game.
Oh, you played them twice now
We
this year.
played them twice now.
Okay,
We both
okay.
lost that.
Fine.
I think we played them twice. I know.
Hey, but we're without Jalen and Josh Richardson a while ago also. Damn, no, but also I get you, man. Like on
But
the
Phoenix is without Devin Booker. Is he back? No, he's not.
no Booker and Aiton, and they still
See?
killed us, man. They still killed us. Like,
Aha.
yeah.
You know what I'm happy about is that the Lakers, Justin, I'm sorry, but the Lakers aren't doing as good as they should be.
Oh yeah. Well, what do you mean should be like?
Like everybody thought that they'd be
They'd
like
be super
top
good.
dog, sure wins with AD, Russ, and
But there are also people. I think that was like the Lakers fans getting hyped, right?
Yeah,
Right. Like they
yeah.
got another superstar, but
yeah,
I think there are also a lot of people like in the, or at least like the NBA YouTube stuff I watch, like
Mm.
parang sketch yung Lakers, like where are they gonna get like shooting, etc.
Mhm.
And I think we're seeing it now. But there's also another team that's been ravaged by injuries. I'd say,
yeah.
like
You know, we're playing Atlanta
on Christmas.
yeah.
Ooh, rivalry.
Yet I fucking hate.
Is
Trae
it in
Young.
New York?
I think so. I hate Trae Young, dude.
It's Trae Young's dude.
And dude, no one likes him in New York. He's so annoying.
Yeah, well,
I
'cause
mean,
it's New York.
I
Yeah, of
give
course they
him,
hate him.
I give him props that he was really good. He couldn't defend it, but you wanna
Annoying,
fight?
he was
You wanna
annoying.
fight
Fight?
New York City? Fine. You wanna get booed like Kevin Durant? Sure.
No, but that was really funny. Like the New York fans after that. Did you see that video?
Yeah.
Yeah. When they're shitting on Trae Young.
I hate Trae Young. But yeah, the Lakers. Man, there are a lot of Filipino Laker fans now.
I'd
It's
say it's
probably
the
just-
most. It's the most. Yeah, like out of NBA fandom.
Probably that's true. Really? You think it's still true now?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
More than the Warriors.
Oh,
There are a lot of Warriors. There are especially a lot of new young Warriors fans.
that's a good point. And also like not really NBA fans, but like when they watch,
Yeah.
they're Warriors fans.
yeah.
That's a good point.
Because I don't know. Well, no, Alien. No, they're pretty diverse, naman, with their heritage nights and stuff like that. So they think, but the Warriors. It's a good job. Because that time when the Lakers weren't good, I mean, it was just all the Warriors, and you got a lot of new Warriors fans, and the Warriors are still playing. Well, Steph Curry's playing exceptionally well.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's
crazy.
pretty out of his mind right now.
It's like 2015 LeBron, except he's not that old.
2016. You mean when they won the chip?
Or 2016.
2016,
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
2015-16 LeBron, when
Yeah.
he was just carrying the team on his back, right? So it just feels like that. Like the whole team as a whole, they're not good, but you have Steph Curry. But Klay Thompson's coming back. But I don't know how that will go. How do you think that will go?
Well, actually, I would have to say they. I get what you mean about their team, right? Like they're not as top heavy as they used to
Yeah.
be. But the way they're constructed, like they're definitely better than last year. They finally they got more shooters. Like Otto Porter's huge for them. Like
yeah.
and Bailitsa. So I'd say that, and then once they get not just Clay, I like Wiseman back also,
It's true.
and they also have like a lot of rookies now that are pretty talented.
Yeah.
I'd say
They're looking good.
they're looking good, man. They're up there really with
And Steph
with
has
Phoenix.
so many years ahead of him.
Yeah,
Especially if he's the type, he's not even like the D-Rose type where he drives a lot. He's just such a good shooter. He doesn't even have to work that much.
yeah, it's a sustainable game, and
Diba?
yeah.
He's crazy. He's the best shooter in the game.
Mm.
He's probably gonna be one of the best. If he can carry a new Golden State team, like without
Like this new era, you mean?
yeah, if he
yeah.
can carry this new era Golden State team, like him and Clay
Mm.
together, probably put him up there with like Michael Jordan. If he can do it. If he can win, how many does he have? 3?
3. 15. Yeah, 3.
He only won once with and then twice with KD.
Yeah, diba? 16 was LeBron, 17, 18, 19 was Raptors. Yeah, so
There's 3.
3 lang. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyway, if
It
he
is
gets
so dominant, and it
yeah,
felt
let's
like
see,
more.
You think they were always kasi in the finals,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why. But yeah, if he can carry the new era Golden State team, I'd put him up there with Michael Jordan.
Like if they won another championship.
Yeah, and if he gets if he gets more MVPs.
Sayang like what Like, but he doesn't have a Finals MVP yet.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so like, sayang, like that for his, like, I
Yeah.
don't know, accolades or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to put him up
Yeah.
there with Michael Jordan. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why he just needs more. But he's one of the greatest players.
Oh
of the
yeah,
sport.
yeah. I get what you're saying. Like,
But put
you're
him up with-
considering him already in that realm. Like,
like
everybody.
if he in the next 5 years, if he wins 3 out of 5, if he can get that, or if he gets that Warriors team into like 4 or 3 out of 5 years in the next 5 years into the finals or
Mm.
Western Conference Finals, and does something, probably we can put him up there. And if he wins, like at least 2 or 3.
No,
in
you're
the
right.
next 5
Like,
years.
everybody likes to argue, MJ, LeBron,
Mhm.
sometimes Kobe.
Yeah.
You're right. Like, eventually you'd have to start putting Steph up there in that conversation also.
That's if he can, because I don't count his win with KD.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just I just hate KD. That's why.
No, dude, I
I just felt like they were too OP.
They definitely were. And as one of the other two teams that were hoping to sign KD that free agency.
I'm glad.
If you guys don't know that, the Celtics were supposedly in the final 3.
Yeah, but weren't in the final 2.
Yeah, we're definitely the last one considered. Yeah, no, I super hated Durant. Like, I super hated the Warriors. Like, I was one of those that felt like, that's not a real championship. But
Like I gave them props when it was the Steph David Lee Bogut
oh yeah, for sure. Like,
when they won that. Yeah, I
HD.
like the Warriors then because I hated LeBron, and then the Warriors started just becoming too dominant and too good. I was
Yeah.
like, LeBron, take them down.
Yeah.
And to be fair, 15-16, that's the only time I didn't hate LeBron. Because
Yeah,
like
well,
he was so good. But now
Grabe yun.
he's just old man complaining LeBron again. So right. He's not as good as he was, let's just admit that. But I have a feeling that 2020 chip, after that, that's when his just
Yeah.
I had the feeling talaga his performance would just go.
Drew. Well, also, I'm not gonna be the one to doubt LeBron yet. Like, until
No.
until we see
still
this
think he's
playoffs,
like
yeah.
good, but like
or like that he can turn it on.
he's not just like the old like 15-16 LeBron.
Oh,
or
yeah,
even like
yeah.
the 2020 LeBron if he wasn't injured. Like
Nah, but you know it's so hard to say because like, actually no, you're right. During the regular season that year, LeBron was
still-
different. Yeah, he was.
but he just got injured and stuff, diba?
Yeah, but then when the bubble came, he was okay. Na then, yeah.
So he just popped off, diba?
But then after that, then like last year and then this year, dami ring
Yeah.
injuries. Eh.
and then, his support, AD doesn't look like he wants to play basketball.
Yeah,
No, I was talking this with my friend, like when the Lakers were losing recently, like LeBron keeps getting injured and he won't be that old LeBron we all know. AD doesn't look like he wants to play, and it surprisingly, funnily, it's Russ who wants like the most out of to play in LA, and arguably, he's not the worst player, but like out of the 3 of them,
Yeah, for sure, the worst.
He's the worst.
Yeah, the three. Yeah,
But-
but still the
So
hardest player.
yeah, he's still the one who loves to play in that. It's just funny, but yeah,
Actually, I want to ask you, like, if you were a Lakers fan, would you rather just have Harold, Kuzma, KCP?
no,
right now.
because no, if I was a Lakers fan, no, because like right now because they were traded, or right now if they weren't traded, gets ba? Like, would I want them back because they're performing well,
Oh,
or would I want them just to stay and then not get Russ?
probably the latter, because like the former is not really.
Yeah, because if
realistic.
it's the latter, no, because I think those 3. Well, again, I was talking this with my friend that the pressure in LA is too great, especially for young players. Like Lonzo Ball, look at him now in Chicago,
Yeah.
right? Like there was too much expectations on them, like Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball,
True.
Kuzma. Look at Kuzma now.
Kuzma also, yeah.
So like, it fits the narrative of LA that they're getting veteran players that can play well because they're already used to, the pressure and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
And
they
the
really
performance.
they can't wait then for people to develop, right?
Yeah. So Yeah, that's I
Nah,
wouldn't.
I get you. Like they're also like they're only playing good now then because maybe they also fit better on the Wizards too, right?
Yeah, and also have more playing
Yeah.
time,
And
getting more
it's not
shots,
just the
becoming an
LA
option.
pressure, but like
Yeah,
the LeBron pressure also.
yeah.
Yeah.
So see, le GM, but yeah, that's why I'm so happy. Like Julius, even Julius,
Oh yeah, yeah.
then he went to the Pelicans,
Wow,
played
we
super good.
completely forgot he was in the Lakers.
Yeah.
Wow, holy crap.
Went to the Pelicans, played super well, then went to the Knicks, diba?
Yeah.
And then now Lonzo Ball, that Lonzo Levine, Caruso, even Caruso. See,
Yeah, but I mean, he always played well naman
I
in the
always played
Lakers.
well, but like now he's just getting more minutes and
Yeah.
showing off
Like
what he can
super
do.
solid piece
Yeah.
talaga. Yeah.
Such a good defensive player, but yeah, a lot of Lakers fans here in the Philippines, I would say. But I think the Warriors fan base is close to it,
Mhm.
especially. I don't know, it's closer because now all the bandwagon LeBron fans went to the Lakers,
Lakers also.
So
Dami.
it's
Top 2 for sure.
top two, yeah.
Top 3 Boston.
Probably Boston.
But for
actually.
sure, third.
But for sure third. Yeah, there are a lot
Yan
of
naman eh.
Boston fans. I hate you guys. I
No,
don't
but
like,
yeah, no,
don't like you.
Boston's
Boston.
also like a, I would say, massa. team.
Yeah, there are a lot of Boston fans,
Yeah.
especially that era with the Lakers Boston finals.
Yeah, that's where it all probably.
That's where it
yeah.
probably came from also.
That's why my
Yeah.
dad's a Boston fan actually.
Oh, because of that.
Because of Larry Bird. Yeah, basically.
I
That-
hate Boston fans. I hate you guys.
Yeah. Why? As a New York fan.
As a New
Yeah.
York fan, and you guys always think you're so good, but sometimes you're just shit.
You know what? We were really good, man. We were pretty good.
But no, it felt like I hated
The
it,
past
especially
2 years, we were shit. Okay.
the preseason with Jason Tatum bulking up and all that. You're like, oh shit, he's gonna be stuck. Okay, he's good. I'm not saying he's
Yeah.
not good, but like he's not like wow just because he.
I know.
bulked up.
I agree. Like, but also, every team does that naman eh. Like, everybody hypes
I
up
didn't
their-
do that. I didn't do that shit with Julius Randle, did I?
Well,
No, New York fans take what they have because we've been shit for so long.
Okay,
We're
no,
humble
okay.
about it. Except Trae Young. We hate Trae Young. I
You're
hate
right.
him more than Boston.
We've been shit for the past 2 years. I can agree.
I just think you were just overperforming.
We were.
See?
We were. And Brad, like, okay, this is gonna be so Homer. Like, it's gonna sound so Homer, but Brad Stevens has a knack for having his teams overperform in the playoffs. Like, ever since, that was his
Mm.
thing. Like, the only reason we transitioned to Brad Stevens after Doc Rivers was because we were rebuilding.
Yeah.
But he ended up, like, okay, we had one bad year. And then after that, wala, we were over 500 now because he knew how to coach, like, a ragtag group of
Yeah.
players. And you're right, we always overperformed.
See?
But I don't know what happened, man. Like, the moment we got stars or the moment we got Kyrie, something I don't know. Like, no, it's not that. I think they have to learn how to. Tatum has to learn how to be the guy.
Yeah. He doesn't look
He's
like
definitely the
guy.
best player in the team, but he's not a superstar like you
Yeah.
would see in the league, right?
Yeah. He's not the guy.
Yeah, like you can.
He's
you
like
can tell, eh.
Julius Randle. He's
Yeah.
the best player in the team,
Mm.
but he's not consistent of being the guy.
Yeah.
Except last year he was, but not this year.
You can tell, no? Right?
Yeah,
like,
you can tell.
and lalo na sa fourth quarter, especially because it's so glaring. Because they have to go to him, right? Like, our offense is also not really that good, so they definitely have to go to him.
Yeah.
And when they do, like, sometimes you really see, like, oh wow, he can post up, drive, and then kick it out to an open guy. Galing. But other times it's so bonehead or tamad.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just the same as Julius Randle as in the Knicks as the star player. Like, wala. I mean, hopefully both franchises wait it out and let the team develop. Because for me, the Knicks have the potential. We 100% overperformed last year. 100% overperformed. That's why we're running it back with more offense. But I hope more of the fan base gives it time and not expect. Because for me, my expectations again will be 8th.
right.
At least 8th for the playoff. Especially how good. Well, coming into the season, I was probably thinking 5th because I wasn't expecting how good the East
No
would
other,
be.
yeah, wow, grabe.
East this year is wild. But right now 8th. and as long as we get into a good run and not fall like 8 games below 500, I think would be okay.
Really? So like you feel like you're gonna end up somewhere in the play-in seeds?
Yeah, as long if we can try to keep our centers healthy.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's it. Or if we trade for a center, if we trade Kemba somewhere for a center, I take that. I don't care.
Kemba for Al Horford.
But yeah, so Lakers, Warriors, and then Boston. Probably Boston. I don't know a lot of Knicks fans, so
No, it probably before it was Lakers, Warriors, and then whatever team LeBron was in.
probably.
But
Yeah,
now that
yeah, because like Miami used to be big.
Miami used to be big also.
Probably Cleveland. Where
Miami's still big.
LeBron
There's
was.
still a lot of Miami fans.
There are a lot of Miami fans, but like they're not the mainstream, so they're probably
Yeah,
the less fans now, right?
Yeah.
So makes sense. But yeah, sports. Being a New York fan, shit, it's pretty shit. Um, Speaking of sports, people are going into golf. A lot of I don't want to call you social people, but
Bakit you?
huh? You're one of them. You're playing golf. But like a lot of people that we know who have the means to play golf. Because I want to curtail that also, or I want to move on to that also, because it's golf, which is not highly accessible by most.
No, yeah, not at all.
Filipinos.
Yeah.
That's why, it's more of a high society sport.
Yeah, like
I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just the truth.
Mm.
But there are a lot of people also going into cycling.
yeah, you could say it's like a privilege. Like,
Yeah.
it's a privilege.
It's a
sport.
privileged sport.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people going into cycling also.
Mhm.
Be it people who buy the expensive bikes or just people who buy the normal, which is it's a more accessible
Yeah.
hobby. But like golf and cycling, a lot of people are getting into that post pandemic, which I'm kind of curious because one, I understand golf
Yeah.
for the as a privileged sport and like people want to get into it. This is pretty, I would say chill, but like I don't know. So we're gonna go to the driving range too.
Oh.
So see, right?
Nice.
But I understand golf, but cycling, how did that become a thing? Because the only thing I can think of is because one, there are more bike lanes now. It's more accessible
Mhm.
for bikers. But like the biking in a sense of like the
Like
workout
leisure or
biking,
like working out.
like what do you do, like there are a lot of people now who are into that.
Well, yeah, okay. I think for one, it was when the pandemic hit, a lot of public transport was
Yeah.
shut down. So for a lot of people that were still working, they had to find other ways to get to work, and a lot of that was through biking. And I only found this out then, like talking to bikers, like, oh yeah, they
Yeah.
started biking because they need to go to work, mga ganon. But and then like as a hobby though, like I would say, I think it's also one of the few sports that were allowed during the pandemic,
Mm,
because you're outdoors, you're not necessarily in a group,
yeah.
and yeah, so like you can basically exercise without that risk
Yeah.
so much.
Oh, that makes sense. But yeah, it's a more accessible sport that a lot of Filipinos are getting into.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I know, like we were talking about this before, that there's a bike can cost like hundreds of thousands, which is kind of wild, but it's understandable. But there are also bikes that can probably at least working Filipinos can afford and buy. And a lot of Filipinos now are into biking, or
Mhm.
even just like biking to work and stuff like, which is great.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm happy that's what came out of this pandemic also, that government officials realized the potential of biking.
Yeah.
And hopefully improving the mass transport. Well, I'd say it's better for the mass transport, but it's just too much cars pa rin eh.
Yeah, I agree. Like, well, yeah, you're right. One thing they really did a good job in is, well, I only started biking this year. I didn't
Mhm.
start in 2020, but when I did, like all the bike lanes were like
There
magically
na.
there. I didn't
Yeah.
notice them as a driver, but like
Yeah.
once I started biking, I was like, oh wow, this wasn't here before. I for
Yeah.
sure like, and it's everywhere. Like almost every place I bike, almost every street has a bike lane.
Which is good because
Yeah.
The only problem now for that is that, again, most Filipinos don't understand that concept. I
Mm.
mean, not the concept of biking, but the the concept of like, hey, this is a bike lane. You're
Okay.
not supposed to be driving on the
Right,
bike
right.
lane. Then you have your motorcycles pa,
Yeah.
and then sometimes people go to the bike lane and drive, and then sometimes if it's a right-hand turn, they go to the bike lane and then turn right. Like a lot of Filipino drivers, I would say, don't know about the bike
It still
lane.
happens a lot. Like,
Of course, I see it, especially with motorcycles
and jeepneys, man. I think
and
jeepneys are the worst.
jeepneys. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great that it's becoming more accessible.
Mm.
And then public transport pa. Well, only thing I could wish for now is just a better public transport system and people buying less cars. And hopefully they approve electric cars already. Like
Yeah.
these, like you can make so much money out of that from tax pa lang. If people buy a lot of electric cars, like it'd be so dope.
So when you
Yeah.
say improve public transport, what do you imagine? Like the rail system, no? MRT, subway.
You can only do so much with the MRT because it just goes one. It's not a
But
subway.
I mean,
There
you can
is a
only
subway.
do so much, but as it is, it's shit.
It's shit.
It's
But like,
shit.
okay, there is a subway plan, which
Yeah.
probably is just gonna create more traffic. But okay, yeah, the MRT shit. But you can only do so much, meaning like, I mean, it just goes back.
It goes
and
back
forth,
and forth, but
right?
they
But
can improve it.
They can improve it, but what I mean is like, um, or like, there's no central, especially for buses. There's no
Mm.
central timing. There's
Mhm.
no like, diba, when you wait, if you go to another country, like their bus schedules.
Yeah.
You know what time a bus is coming, or you know that every 10 minutes there's a bus.
Yeah.
So like, it would give a sense of normalcy for Filipinos because the problem with the public transport now is that it's paunan. I mean, people line up, but it's paunan.
Yeah.
If the bus is full, you can only get so much people on it, right? And then,
Wala hentay talaga.
diba? And then you don't know when the next bus is coming or for that specific time, right?
Mm.
So, or for that specific place you're going. So, like, there's no sense of normalcy na, oh, next 10 minutes or the next hour. Which I like about the point-to-point bus of the one pre-pandemic, the one going from Katip to Glorieta
Yeah.
before other places, right? Like, that's a system that I would hopefully they imply.
Mm.
Just,
I
it
think
would
they're still
help.
doing it actually. I have an office mate that still takes a P2P.
Oh, it's working. I mean, I think it would help a lot if there was a sense of if they can streamline that because
Yeah.
wala.
And-
Filipinos rin.
And your point talaga, it's like, yeah, MRT is an EDSA. LRT is just Taft.
yeah.
And like, I don't know, like, there's no specific transpo that gets you inside the city.
Yep.
Or like within it.
Yeah.
You'd
There's
have
no
to take
like
your-
even smaller bus lines.
Well, UV, you take a UV also.
Yeah, but like at the same time, again, they're not.
Exactly. That's
Right.
right. It's not.
There's no cohesive.
Yes,
plan.
exactly. It's either
So,
UV
wala.
or Jeep.
It's a private. They're privately owned.
Yeah, yeah. And
That's the problem.
they each have their own system, pa.
Yeah.
It's not like
It's
they're
not
working
run by the
together.
government. So I wish it's one way they would fix it.
Yeah.
But traffic. It's happening again.
Yeah.
That's
That's
like it's like pre-pandemic. Well, it's not yet pre-pandemic traffic, but it's getting there.
why where have you driven?
Like Makati.
Yeah.
Like not naman pandemic times, but like probably like June or like May. Like the traffic there is like you can get anywhere in like 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Anywhere in Manila. But now it's like takes an hour now again to get or like 40 minutes to get to Makati.
Mhm.
It's a good thing I don't go anything past like Pasig River anymore, so
Yeah, like that's one of the things you definitely don't miss about normal life.
oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, like there are only a couple of times that I've had to drive to the north, like in the past year.
Mm.
But every time I do, it's like it's not necessarily traffic, especially now that like,
Yeah,
at
yeah,
least-
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you can just go C5, diba?
Yeah.
But now, like,
It's just bad.
yeah, it's just bad. Yeah, it just came back.
It's
Like,
just bad.
yeah.
As much as possible, just I don't want traffic.
And
But,
you know that flyover, No, you're northbound on EDSA and then you take the flyover to Rockwell.
Yeah.
That is always a marker for me of like, don't go past this flyover because it's
Yeah.
gonna be hella
It's gonna
traffic
be
from
hella
there.
traffic. Yeah.
That's always
Yeah.
my cutoff.
Yeah. Oh man, traffic. Um, wala, Christmas season pa. Everybody, most likely next week's traffic's gonna be bad because everyone's gonna be trying to go home.
Yeah,
Or
or
next week pa.
maraming may plano.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maraming may plano, leave and
Yeah.
stuff like Christmas shopping. Well, it's still the pandemic, so it's not like I'm going anywhere. But man, it just sucks. Like if you just wanna eat somewhere and then you have to take so long just to get there. It sucks. It sucks. But yeah, that's the Christmas season. Christmas traffic. What else do we look forward to in the holiday season? Is there anything else?
I don't know. Gifts. Speaking of gifts, man.
Santa
Hey, why don't
Claus.
you display my birthday gift to you? Our birthday
It's
gift
there.
to you.
Wait.
Grabe, puro Gundam lang pala nandito.
I just got it. It's probably gonna go there in that shelf anyway.
No, yeah. So I wanted to get this guy. We were thinking, okay, Funko Pops, but okay, we were thinking Funko Pops, but solid sana if it was the Knicks, but maybe oh nga, they don't have a lot. They have like
What do you have? What, Porzingis?
Porzingis and then
Oh,
they have yeah, so they have like a Mari, Melo.
that's not
Yeah,
bad.
that's not bad. But baka bad mood if I give a Knicks ano. So
They're pretty shit now rin eh.
Chelsea's pretty shit. Oh shit. I
Losing.
don't
Okay
know.
lang.
So Chelsea
Yeah.
Pops. Right.
You got me Chelsea Funko Pops. Thank you.
Apparently N'Golo Kante is a beast.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He's a beast. So
I had to
thank you.
ask another Chelsea fan actually
Yeah.
for advice on this because there's no way.
I wouldn't mind the Kappa though, but yeah.
Do you wanna, I was thinking like this guy might like a keeper one, but then
Oh, yeah, Kappa's pretty dope.
you like Kappa? Okay, okay.
Even though he
Noted.
kind of sucks, but yeah, I like him. But yeah, thank you. Chelsea Funko Pops. Like, oh yeah, Trish and I talking about figures. Like, do you have figures? Yeah, I know you have figures. You're more of a Funko Pop man,
Yes, I am.
and I'm more of a Marvel.
Yeah, so
I'm
like
actually more of a Spider-Man Funko Pop man.
I think that is my largest Funko Pop collection
Yeah.
is Spider-Man. Next would be Deadpool.
Mm.
And then just general Marvel. So like Endgame, Infinity War ones. Yeah.
Speaking of Marvel, you haven't watched Hawkeye, no?
No, I haven't started.
It's so
Lah.
funny.
It's okay. It's okay, ba?
It's
Yeah,
really
okay,
fun.
okay.
I like it. It's nice. Dude, it's just 6 episodes anyway.
Okay, so like it's already,
Probably
already the
gonna
third,
end.
right?
It's probably gonna end like, I don't know if they're gonna combine the last two, because the first two are combined.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're gonna combine the last two.
Or like, you mean drop it on the same day? Yeah.
So yeah, watch it.
Okay.
Anyone
okay.
there, Marvel fans, watch Hawkeye. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
Alright.
You'll actually need to watch it anyway because for the story. Yeah.
I wonder what the because
It's not like What If. Well, What If can still, well, not to spoil anything, but like What If can still connect to whatever's happening to the mainline MCU.
Hawkeye was set like
After.
or like just
After.
right after Endgame, right?
No.
No
I think months.
month.
I would say right after.
Because that's the thing.
Right after that end scene of Black Widow. So it's probably in the after.
So that's months ahead pa after Endgame, right? Because that's
No.
I know
You
Black
know what
Widow's
I'm
right
talking
after also pala, yeah.
That end credit scene. But no. After. It's almost at the same time as Falcon and
Falcon and
Winter.
Winter Soldier. So those are the ones. So Hawkeye, Black Widow, and Falcon Winter Soldier are the ones that are kind of immediately after Endgame, right? Whereas
I think WandaVision.
WandaVision was ahead pa eh, diba? Because like there's
No.
already S.H.I.E.L.D. and everything.
Huh?
Huh? What did you watch? What do you mean?
What? I don't remember. No, WandaVision was after Endgame.
No, it is after Endgame, but I'm just
Wasn't that
What I
immediately
wanted to-
after also?
yun nga eh, that's what they weren't specific about that.
They
right?
were. Because then she. Sorry to spoil. So we're gonna just spoil it. But then
Last
she.
year pa naman yun eh.
Last year pa naman. Then she went to S.H.I.E.L.D. It was after the.
It was definitely after Endgame, but what I was saying is like we don't know the chronological order of like all these
Of all of it.
of all of them.
I
Like
think
which happens
WandaVision's
first. Okay.
Or maybe not. I think it was first.
Okay.
And then Cap and then whatever. Hawkeye.
See,
Yeah.
like, see,
Yeah,
you're just
I
guessing.
don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just
See,
guessing.
like, I don't know, cause like also Loki, we
But-
don't know when that is, right?
Loki's probably at the same time as Infinity War.
Okay.
Because he went
No, that was
inside
the
po-
first Avengers, right? Are we okay? So are we
No,
trying not to
no.
spoil, pala?
No, I'm
No,
trying to
naman.
just-
Okay.
No. In Infinity War or Endgame. Endgame?
Which one? What do you?
When they stole the stone.
Yeah, Endgame.
Endgame, right? Endgame. Like he teleported, right?
Yeah.
And that's the start of Loki.
Yeah.
So it's the same time as Endgame. That point of time in Endgame.
But they were in 2012 when he teleported,
Oh, you have a good point.
right? And then the whole series takes naman place in the TVA, diba? So like, what time is that?
You have a good point. You have a good point.
Right? So like,
I will probably know.
I wish. I just hope there's like an explainer movie for like where all these events taking place, or like explainer. I don't know. Like,
Probably. But I have a feeling, no. I'm 100% sure Hawkeye happened after Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
100%.
okay.
I'm 100% sure. And I have a feeling that's. Oh no, but.
And
Spider-Man
Falcon and
sounds-
Winter Soldier is one of the immediate ones for sure. Kasi they're still talking about repatriation, diba? Like
Oh yeah.
the bringing people back to where they lived, mga ganon.
I'm
So that's
confused.
definitely immediately after.
Okay, because Shang-Chi is closer to Spider-Man, time-wise.
Time-wise, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Because
I
of-
would guess also.
But no, what? I'm so
Because
confused.
they also didn't
They don't
release the
care.
movies and shows in order, right? Like, they used to, but now, parang their whole schedule got
You know
messed
what?
up in 2020.
Let's just wait for
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Because that's the one that's gonna blow everything wide open.
Yeah. It might make sense naman there. Or like, Doctor Strange.
Because the last 2 episodes is coming out after Spider-Man releases worldwide.
Oh. Which is December
Next week.
next week. So the... Oh.
See?
Huh.
It might be set after. Or like I don't know eh. Yeah, they're both set in New York pa. No, it's impossible.
Oh, Hawkeye's in New York?
Yeah, it's a Christmas. Oh, you didn't see the trailer. It's a
I
Christmas-
saw the trailer.
That's why I told you it's a Christmas. It's a feel good Christmas.
Oh,
movie.
okay.
No, but the thing is, it's Christmas there. In Spider-Man, it's not Christmas. See? I have a good eye. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, Spider-Man. That's out next week. That's out Jan 8 for us too.
That's so bad, Trip. That's so bad.
We're 100% getting. I mean, Toby and Andrew for sure are gonna be in that movie.
Did you say R? Or yeah,
For
they're
sure,
yeah.
they're gonna be in that movie.
Yeah.
Unless they won't be, which is also possible because, like, you know,
Yeah.
it
The
just might be
painful
fans-
things happen. Yeah.
fan expectation, or just
Yeah.
might be a small part, right?
Yeah, disappointment in film happens a
But
lot.
there's. Have you watched Venom?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! It feels like I'm just gonna spoil it. But there's a chance that they're not going to be there because of a certain thing that happened in Venom. Right? Instead of expecting the two of them, we just get that certain thing that happened in Venom. It's like they bring the multiverse of villains,
Yeah.
but not the heroes. Instead, in place of them, we get the thing that
Right.
happened in Venom.
I get so like
You're not fucking.
yeah. Okay.
No, I can't. That's such a big spoiler for that's specific. Gets.
Yeah. Okay.
So instead of just like Toby and Andrew, we get that specific thing that happened in Venom instead to help out Tom Holland.
Mhm.
Right. So the multiverse aspect is the villains, which is kind of sad. But I don't mind if they do it that way.
Do, don't you think though, like they're gonna get a lot of backlash,
Probably.
right? Like,
But that's just fan expectations.
yeah, like
That's
yeah,
their
that's
fault.
their
That's
fault,
fans'
exactly.
fault, right?
yeah. But you
I
know,
have a feeling it
Marvel.
might be a cameo, but not a big part in the
Oh
movie.
yeah, which is all.
Which is fine.
Yeah, which is all we're hoping for.
But for sure, a lot of people say, why not just use them in the fight and then a cameo?
there's always gonna be a comment.
There's
for sure.
always gonna be a rowdy group of people.
But you know, like if anyone, Marvel Studios, they do a lot of fan service. They do a lot of fan service. So
I mean, Spider-Verse.
yeah, or like just
It was
the
rumored
whole-
Tom Holland was supposed to be in Spider-Verse too.
oh yeah,
Yeah, but I think he declined because of that Spider-Man movie.
which by the way, did you see the new trailer?
No, I don't want to look at any other trailers anymore. Of what? Spider-Verse?
We have Spider-Verse.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Dude,
It's pretty good.
crazy, yeah.
Pretty good.
Also, still have a crush on Spider-Gwen.
You mean Haley Steinfeld?
Yeah. Okay.
Who's also Kate Bishop?
Yeah.
Who's also, speaking of, you don't watch a lot of animated shit eh.
No, not a lot, but I've
I was
watched
gonna
some.
say, if you watched Arcane,
No, but
Watch
I
it.
heard it's
Pretty
good. Yeah.
even though if you don't play League of Legends, it's pretty good. I don't play League of Legends, it's pretty good.
There are a lot of League of Legends properties that came out recently, right? Like games also and stuff. It's just me,
Riot
like
games.
yeah, I
I,
think.
I don't know.
No,
I
yeah.
don't follow League of Legends.
Yeah.
But yeah, Arcane, pretty watch it, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Haley Steinfeld is having a pretty banging year.
Okay.
It's pretty hot too.
Yeah.
Super, like from Pitch Perfect too.
Yeah,
She
like
got super cute.
yeah, like in Pitch Perfect, she like I was like annoyed almost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But ever since, yeah, she got cute. Yeah. What's this? Yeah, man. Like Into the Spider-Verse, just the whole like the animation and everything. Like ganda eh. Galing ang gawa
Arcane,
nila eh.
much better than Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah?
I'm telling
Okay,
you.
okay.
Even as an anime fan, I should have talked about that with Trish. But like as an anime fan who's seen, which you are also trying to be, who's seen like top tier animation.
Mm.
Arcane's animation is so good.
Okay.
It's really good.
All right. So yeah, all right. Yeah, you have the disclaimer because I really don't watch a lot of anime, but
You watch just Attack on Titan.
I've seen Attack on Titan, and it's not anime, but Invincible is also a top tier
I have to watch
animated
that.
series.
Yeah, I have to watch that.
Yes. Well, it's only been a season, but
Yeah.
wow.
Pero nakakaumay rin watching superhero.
Superhero. It's in there, no?
That's why I like watching Hawkeye. Because he's not your typical superhero.
Okay.
I'm super strong. He's just like a normal human being who's just really good at what he does.
And daming tech, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's pretty fun watching. Like unlike Captain and the Winter Soldier. Like probably that I like the Winter Soldier more because he just seemed more vulnerable. Parang hindi si Thor. Na
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Now I just thought of a question. So what is your favorite Marvel
superhero?
movie or show so
Ooh.
far?
I'm gonna separate that. To one that I like and one that I is just really good.
Okay.
Like my personal favorite is Iron Man 3. I don't know why. It's just
Ah.
Iron Man 3. It's just so dope. Not like because of story wise, just that I like that Tony Stark and all the suits there.
Yeah.
Personally, critically as a like film wise, of course Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
That's probably my second favorite movie, Winter Soldier. And then if it was show, Hawkeye's pretty up there actually, but it's low key. It's
Loki.
pretty good, yeah. Ang galing ni Tom Hiddleston eh.
That's definitely the best show for me also.
Yeah.
have
I
to-
like the premise of WandaVision. It was just cut in half because the premise was like the first half of the season. like
Yeah.
they're in a- and then it became more of connected to the universe.
I
thing.
also heard kasi like in terms of production, right? So they're doing that in 2020.
yeah.
Then like a lot of the delays. There's a lot of story, not a lot, but like there's some parts of the story that they ended up just not doing anymore.
Yeah, it felt like that.
Yeah
Also.
nga,
I
diba?
mean,
And also Falcon Winter Soldier.
Man, super fast man. With that cameo, diba? It opened a lot already, and we still don't understand. Well, we do,
Yeah.
but like, it just opened a lot to what was coming, and I think it just confirmed what was coming.
Yeah.
To the MCU. Then you had Black Widow, which was okay.
Yeah.
It's just a filler movie. But best thing out of that was Florence Pugh.
I have no idea,
Florence
but
Pugh. Pugh. I think it's Pugh.
I also love her.
I love her, dude.
she's
She's my favorite actress now. Florence Pugh is... Dude, she's so funny. Okay, first, I watched her in Midsommar. Sorry, I'm geeking out on Florence Pugh. Midsommar.
Okay.
Liked her there. She had a movie before that, but I liked her there. And then pretty fucked up movie. And then Little Women,
Midsummer was the
fucked up movie.
one in the it ended in the tree house, diba? Like
No, that's Hereditary. That's the
yeah,
one we
yeah,
watched.
yeah.
Florence Midsommar's different, dude. That
okay,
one's
I haven't seen that then.
That one's more fucked. It was from the same. It's the same director, kasi. It's more fucked up.
Yeah.
Watch
Wow. Okay.
Little Women. So if anyone who's watched Little Women, love that movie. Even though I don't watch those kinds of
I
movies.
haven't seen it, but I saw. But she got nominated for that.
I think so.
Or no, that
No,
was
it wasn't.
Cersei
That's-
Ronan nata.
Yeah.
Anyway, I saw a scene also of Florence Pugh acting in Little Women just on YouTube, and
Yeah.
wow.
Dude, she's good.
She's
And Cersei
good.
Ronan was really good there also.
Yeah.
Actually, all of them. And that's where I first watched Chalamet.
Mm.
And that's why I got hyped for Dune.
Mm.
Because that man's also pogy as fuck.
Mm.
But he looks like a child, though. He looks like, even though he's like our age, he looks like a child.
Damn, I haven't seen Dune actually.
No way.
Yeah.
So wait.
Medyo corny.
Your brother hasn't.
He's seen it. He's seen it.
the only one who's seen it.
Yeah.
It's okay. You just need to do, if you're listening, you just have to do a little research on it. But it's a pretty, cinematography-wise.
Yeah nga, like a spectacle talaga.
It's a spectacle.
Yeah, okay.
But Timothée Chalamet, one of my favorite actors.
He's good, man.
Like, if I were to rate my actors right now, it's Adam Driver, Chalamet, and then, what's his name? The British guy. Domhnall Gleeson.
Oh, si ano? General Hux.
Yeah, but he plays many other...
Yeah, no, like, what was it?
It's the guy in Harry Potter.
Yeah, and then, which brother was he again? I didn't watch.
The
All of it.
eldest one, I think. The one that married the French girl.
Yeah, and then he was also, what's his? Time Traveler's Wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About Time, yeah.
About Time pala.
Yeah.
Time Traveler's Wife is Eric Bana, sorry.
That's Eric Bana, yeah.
Yeah.
About
About Time, he was good also there.
Dude, that's my favorite rom-com movie. And then it's also Begin Again. That's the second one.
Si ano kasi, Rachel McAdams kasi.
Cute rin yan.
Yeah, wala. It makes a rom-com movie when Rachel McAdams is there.
But yeah, those are my favorite actors and actresses. Ikaw ba, who are your favorite actors?
Ooh. So, that's tough. Well, ever since I always liked Tom Hardy. Because it always felt like
Tom Hardy's pretty good.
he's good.
He's a
Like, and it always felt like whatever.
I just don't feel like... No, he fits the role of Eddie Brock. I just don't like his Eddie Brock.
Right.
Like,
Comics wise, or you just didn't like it?
I just don't like his... I don't know if he's comic accurate.
Yeah, I
Eddie
don't know.
Brock,
Also, I wouldn't know.
but like, I like the more... He's just too goofy for it. And I don't see Tom Hardy being that.
That
like,
guy, right?
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Like in any other movie, in any other role, I like Tom Hardy. But like,
honestly, nalabuan nga din. Like, back before the first Venom and then they announced it, I was like, oh shit, solid. Like,
yeah.
Tom Hardy in a Venom movie, that's probably going to be good. Because what I was going to say was like, the reason I like Tom Hardy is because every movie he's in, it feels like it's going to be a good movie.
Yeah, but it
And
just
it
felt
is.
mediocre at
Yeah.
best.
Eddie Brock was like, when it came out nga, I was like, oh, that's labo. And it
Yeah,
was
it's labo nga.
yeah.
Sobrang labo. So, yeah.
Sony Pictures, not
But
Marvel
now,
Studios.
second
sorry.
one was dope. It just, again, sorry, people who were watching here last Thursday, but we talked about it already. But it just felt like it should have cooked more. It just felt too fast.
Mm.
The story. It just went, like, parang sayang si Carnage din.
Yeah.
Like, they should have developed Carnage more.
Felt like they were just trying to get nga to that fight
Yeah.
scene between them.
Yeah,
But like there was no, the pacing was off for me. Like,
yeah, again, I felt like Venom wasn't power scaled properly.
mm,
Like, it's literally the same Venom, but he just felt so much weaker. Like it can say testament to
How strong
Carnage.
Carnage is.
But like if Carnage is gonna be OP, just make him OP.
And they
right?
didn't mega contextualize how OP he was, right? Yeah.
So kind of didn't make sense.
they
but yeah,
they probably needed more time
they could have made it like an Iron Man 3 thing, like make Eddie Brock capable without Venom. But that's the whole shtick. He's only useful
for
because
with,
of
with
Venom.
Venom. I think they needed more to develop nga Carnage. They
Yeah.
spent a lot of time. Sorry, is this a spoiler? No,
No, they just spent a lot of time speaking about what's his face,
Like Eddie
Woody
Brock.
Harrelson.
Yeah.
And he was kind of wasted on that role also. It felt like a Jared Leto Joker.
Ooh.
Like there's their potential, but it didn't.
And
pan
get
out.
a name actor that
Yeah, like it's a
fits
good
the
actor.
bill, yeah.
But it just didn't pan out.
Which
I
that's
hope-
the writing, man. That's really
Yeah, that's the writing.
that's all it is.
That's why,
no?
kaya nga sayang nga. So that's why I hope Jared Leto gets a redemption as Joker.
As
'Cause
Joker.
I have a feeling he could be a good.
Well, you know,
Joker.
because have you seen this The Suicide Squad, the James Gunn one?
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was like
That's pretty good.
miles
Better
better.
because of the tone they went with.
Exactly, and just I don't know, just a cohesive
And
story.
James Gunn.
And James Gunn, man, he's
James Gunn knows how to make a superhero.
He's
like a traditional comic book superhero movie.
that guy is. I feel like that guy is so close to being a psychopath or sociopath.
Dude, ang galing niya. Like
He's so
the way,
good, man.
the way he does his cinematography and the way he just sets up the whole movie.
Yeah.
talaga.
And like the way, like each movie he makes or each franchise he makes, ganda ng feel Like you're really immersed into the
Like Guardians.
Guardians, the whole soundtrack.
Except I don't like
the way
Guardians
people
2.
act.
I
You
felt
did like
it,
two?
it felt like it missed the mark.
Like it was a sequel.
Or parang they didn't need a sequel,
Mm.
right?
I don't think they mega needed it. It was just more for like trying to explore Peter's
Yeah,
powers.
but like it did feel like
it
in
was
the
needed.
hindsight, it didn't feel like it was needed.
True. It was like a sequel feels.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, man. Like
James Gunn's pretty good.
yeah. So
Especially in
hopefully
Especially seeing Idris Elba in a more comedic role, which I don't usually see, right? So pretty funny. She's pretty good.
So do you think that because that's kind of like a reboot of the Suicide Squad
It's a
already
soft reboot of it, yeah, because they already killed out everyone who was important.
from before
Yeah, aside from
Harley?
like we were talking about it, aside from Margot Robbie,
Yeah,
Margot
aside from
Robbie,
Harley.
yeah, like she should be the face of the franchise, but she can't be because her character is not a hero. So
Yeah.
right, like she's literally carrying DC on her back.
So they can kind of
And Henry
reintroduce.
Cavill, but yeah,
They can kind of reintroduce Jared Leto.
as Joker, yeah,
Yeah.
most probably they will,
Right.
especially with the Snyder Cut if they want to follow that.
Yeah.
Um,
See, ano kasi, it's really just
they just fucked
it's a
up that
studio,
first.
right? Like that's really mostly where it's coming from.
Yeah,
It's just DC.
They try to cash grab kasi
Yeah.
agad with the movies and they should have just established a more serious tone and stuck
Yeah.
with Snyder's more serious. And it could be funny, like even in a funny serious.
Yeah. But at least
way.
it's not. They're not flip flopping between what they want to do.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if you look at it now, even in gaming, like the Suicide Kill the Justice League game, it's more of the Suicide Squad's more of been a like a jokes, parang Guardians
Yeah.
type feel, and then they just went too serious with the missed the mark with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big DC fan anyway. So
Same.
aside from Robert Pattinson, I have a feeling he's becoming one of my favorite actors also.
There. That was another I was trying to think of. He is super good.
Like recently, like of course we gave him shit. Well, I gave him shit like Twilight Days,
Mm.
Harry Potter, and his fuck. What was his name? Cedric.
Yeah.
Is it Cedric
Diggory.
Yeah. Man, I hated Robert Pattinson. He's like your typical white boy popogi.
Yeah.
But now he's come back when
He shed that. He shed that
he
rep,
shed
man.
that,
Yeah.
He shed it properly.
Galing
That's I
niya.
think that's what Tom Holland's trying not to be anymore, because he's trending toward that being your typical white boy. Well, except he's British. I am only good at
Well,
superhero
so is Rob
movies.
Pat.
Yeah, but like he's what do you call this? Oh man, no. Oh yeah.
But then they always played the
He played
American
the
roles.
American
Yeah,
roles
yeah, the
kasi,
American
diba?
roles
So
talaga.
yeah, you have Tom Holland. He's trying to be I feel like he feels like he's becoming that.
Yeah.
Like I'm only good because I'm Spider-Man or
Mm.
like of that certain role. That's why I liked him in what's that movie? That Netflix movie. I don't know if you've seen it.
Devil All the Time?
Yeah,
I haven't
he's
seen it.
really good at that movie, and Rob Pat's in it.
Mm.
So it's like double trouble. See?
I was gonna say nga, like, the one I watched naman was Lost City of Zed or Lost City of
yeah,
Z.
that was good also.
Yeah,
Wasn't that with
Charlie Hunnam or Charlie
si
something. Yeah.
Pacific Rim guy. Oh yeah, isn't that him? No.
No.
Yes.
I forget eh.
Is it?
He's the guy in.
No.
He's British also eh. He's the guy in.
I think Charlie Hunnam's the one in Pacific Rim.
Yeah, I
think
forget.
so.
I forget.
Yeah. I think it's him.
I can't remember. I can't see the
Yeah,
face
that's
of
what
the
you
guy.
said. Though. He
Yeah.
was good also. I think that was one of the not one of the smaller movies that I've watched that were much bigger, and then
Who, Rob Pat or Tom
Yeah.
Holland? The Rob Pat. Yeah, man. Like, he was super good there. Like, those roles are super good. Like his supporting,
Yeah.
like Tenet, right?
Tenet. Fuck that movie. So fucking. I can finally say I understand that movie, but that movie's a trip. Like I wish I saw that in the cinema. Like if people who haven't watched Tenet, and if you're one of those people who like mind fuck movies or who want to think during a movie,
Yeah.
it's a pretty good movie.
Although I must say, like,
The conception
watching it in the cinema might have been,
much better.
yeah, like it would have been more of a trip, like you said, but also you wouldn't understand shit.
Oh, no,
Like,
for sure.
like, but like one of the main comments was like the dialogue sometimes was soft or like muffled
Oh yeah,
compared
for
to the
sure.
music.
Yeah.
Dude, the only reason nga I felt like I understood anything was because me and my brother, we watched it with subs, and sometimes we'd pause. We'd be like,
yeah.
what the fuck? Like, okay.
Anyway, it's even though if you didn't watch it in the cinema, I have a feeling you'd watch it twice anyway.
Anyway, yeah, it's one of
Diba?
those like,
Because-
like you have to tread the line, right, between being that mind fuck type of movie, but
Yeah.
also understandable.
Yeah.
like
Like
some-
Inception, it's understandable.
It is.
but it's
basically.
also a mindfuck movie.
Yeah, and you definitely watch it.
But yeah, but then it's more like it's too mindfuck
Yeah.
and you have to watch it again. But you'd gladly watch it again because it's so good.
Yes. I'd say.
Because you want to understand it.
Yeah.
Like you want that drive to understand. What the fuck did I just watch?
And John David Washington was really
John
good, man.
David Washington. I hope he gets more roles.
Yeah.
More roles and he just doesn't become an action star.
Hey, did you see Beckett, the one on Netflix?
Not yet.
It's pretty good, also.
Is it John David Washington?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I'm sold.
Yeah, and it's not like that nga action star. It's more thriller.
Yeah, he's perfect.
Yeah.
If he's not British. No, he's not British. If he was British, he could have been James Bond.
Ooh.
But I have a feeling it could be Idris Elba. But I don't mind Tom Hiddleston as James Bond. But I just don't see him like that. Tom Hiddleston. I can't just get Loki out of my mind.
Pero, dude, in Loki, Tom Hiddleston also got jacked, man.
But
Like,
that's true. So maybe a different haired Tom Hiddleston
Or-
would work.
Rob Pat. Or Tom Holland.
No. Not Tom Holland.
Yeah, no,
please.
that's-
not
no,
he
that's-
looks like a child. I wouldn't take him I wouldn't take him seriously as James Bond. Rob Pat, I'll take him, but it depends on how good he is in Batman.
Yeah.
In that more brooding, serious.
I don't know if that's his,
Yeah.
though. Like, diba well,
I don't know.
as
I
much
feel
as
like
we
he
don't
could be-
really know the Rob Pat, but like, diba he likes taking those movies that are more indie, not mainline
yeah, but
blockbusters.
now he's coming back to it kasi.
True, yeah, because he made his name already.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you're right.
But I don't know. He could work. I don't know the brooding, but he can work in a serious role.
Yes, for sure.
But I
if
don't
they wanted
know-
a different take on James Bond, right?
No, not James Bond. Sorry, as Batman.
Oh yeah. That one
I'm still unsure, but I feel like it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But James Bond, I think he can pull it off. But for me, it depends on how well he does in Batman.
Out of the ones you mentioned, though, parang Idris Elba
Idris Elba.
pinakabagay.
More seasoned. Like, He's badass also.
And the
And he's
roles he's
black.
played already, yeah.
Just sorry, it sounds like he would be the first. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he'd be the first black James Bond.
Yeah.
That would be such a monumental.
But that's the thing though, right? Like that would be so monumental.
Just
But
like Black Panther. Joke, wait, no, Black Panther's always been black. Sorry.
first black superhero movie?
No, Blade.
Blade. But it was a predominantly black cast.
Yes, that's why it was.
That's the one.
It was predominantly black culture.
Culture also.
That's why. That's
Yeah.
why Shang-Chi was a big thing for Asian
Yeah.
community.
That was
But-
galing done how they did that.
It's just so funny how we always leave Wong as a superhero.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shang-Chi, that's why it was a monumental thing for the Asian community. But back to it. First,
Yeah.
Black James Bond, Idris Elba. That's why I think that would be the right move.
Yeah,
Okay.
I that was my first thoughts also. Like, and especially because we already know what he can do as an actor, etc.
Yes.
But I like, James Bond's also like a book character. That's where it
That's
started.
true.
Like, there have been many like James Bond is really this character.
That's true.
Where do you? And I'm not against casting a black guy for James Bond, but
Okay, no, you have a point.
for any franchise, really,
You have a point. You have a point.
like where do you like, diba?
No. You have a point. Because actually, the case could be made if it was a black 007. Because that's what happened with, what's her face? Marshall.
Oh, the girl.
The girl.
Yeah,
What's her
yeah.
face?
I don't know the actress.
She's a good actress, but I forgot. I don't know how to pronounce her name. But
She also was super underused in the movie.
she was underused in that movie. But she was the first black 007 and female black 007.
mhm.
So
That's different.
that's different. That's why I understand what you mean if you make James Bond black.
yeah.
But for me, I think the concept of James Bond has changed into the
Agree.
character
Agree.
instead of what that character looked like. But I would understand if people were mad if they changed him to a different race
Mm.
because he's supposed to be white.
Ako naman, I don't feel so strongly about it.
I don't feel
right?
strongly about it.
So
As
like
long
I
as
would
it's
be
just-
okay with it too.
as long as it's just a good James Bond.
Yeah,
period.
yeah.
Like, but Tom Hiddleston's a shot. Tom Hiddleston's
Yeah.
a shot. But Idris Elba, I wouldn't mind Idris Elba. But he's getting old.
Yeah.
You can see it in the Suicide Squad. He's getting old.
True. Like daming scenes where you can see his white hair and
He's
stuff.
so old.
Pero galing pa rin ng character nun eh. Wow, I'm really so just seeing Suicide Squad 2016 and then the Suicide
Yeah.
Squad, like the difference a good director and like script
Yeah,
can do,
yeah.
right? Like basically the same concept, but
Yeah.
then
Wala, sino ba yung actor? Sino yung director na ano? Budoy niya
baduy. Parang what happened nga
Parang
then was so
parang si Deadshot character. ni
yeah, si Will
yeah.
Smith. What they said nga was like, diba they released that trailer with
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Then everybody was so hyped for it and
Yeah.
then so pumped. Parang and then they had classic, like what happened with Justice League, director problems, right?
Yeah.
Then they decided to hire not that
Oh yeah, it was reshoots, right?
yeah, like not the company exactly that made the Bohemian Rhapsody trailer,
Yeah.
but a company that cuts and edits movie trailers
Yeah.
to direct the movie, to edit the movie.
Yes. So,
So like,
wala.
dude,
Wala. So,
what anong plano?
Yeah. Catch the Suicide Squad's pretty dope.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, Spider-Man, man. Fuck. Can't believe we won't be able to watch it on release. I don't know how I'm gonna get past spoilers.
I don't know, fast from YouTube for a month.
Di pwede yun eh.
Di pwede. Yeah.
Always on YouTube eh. Pero
Di ako
wala.
man.
Wala, just find a way. Life finds a way. Eternals though.
Oh
Are you
yeah.
gonna watch it?
I'm
Have you watched it?
down. No, I haven't seen it yet. Is it out already in
It's out here
cinemas?
na. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm down, but at the same time.
Cinemas.
No, hindi naman
No.
sa I'm scared of cinemas. I don't mind. It's just, is it worth to watch in the cinemas?
Oh yeah, I would think. Right? Why not?
I don't know eh. Parang it doesn't. I don't know. I was never hyped for it.
Oh, okay. Like
Like
when it,
who the fuck are these guys?
I think kasi story-wise it
Story-wise,
might play a big role. That's why I
It
was
might play a big role, but I don't see anyone. More people were gung ho in the ending of Venom than people talking about. And Shang-Chi, then
And then
the
this, parang you haven't seen
yeah,
blow up.
like a small snippet of the plot line, but weird.
Actually,
I don't
good
know.
point because I haven't really
See,
seen
no one's hyped about
mega
it.
thumbnails.
Like no one's hyped about it.
But also, I think it's because at that time when Shang-Chi came out, I had been watching a lot of breakdowns on YouTube, like mga what if,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know, like trailer breakdowns, mga new Rockstar shit. So maybe that's why I saw a lot of recommendations of thumbnails. Right now, like, I've been watching different stuff, so maybe that's why I haven't seen Eternal
Yeah.
stuff.
I don't know. But Shang-Chi, pretty dope. Love that
Yeah.
movie. Should watch it again though.
Yeah, I think that's another one that low key has big implications.
Oh yeah.
Low key.
Yeah. Yeah. Shows to look forward to. I'm looking forward to Book of Boba Fett. That's out on the 29th.
Ooh, I almost forgot about that one.
That's on 29th.
Christmas,
yeah,
diba?
Christmas. After Christmas.
Yeah. So wait, does
Star
it
Wars hype
mean
again. Woohoo! What?
Mando season 3 is still in the same schedule, right? Like early next year.
I think so. Or
Okay.
December next year.
Ay,
Depends eh. There are a lot of shows coming out next year for Star Wars eh.
right.
Kenobi, Ahsoka.
Next year na yung
I don't think so.
Kenobi.
I don't know. I probably. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the schedule. I just want to be pleasantly surprised na lang. I don't keep up with the Star Wars news as much na.
Yo, like, gotta say, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni saved Star Wars, man.
Honestly, yeah. For any Star Wars fans, they're like, it's pretty depressing. I think we can all agree the sequel trilogy was shit.
Yup.
Well, aside from Adam Driver and Mark Hamill,
Mm.
and probably Ray to a certain degree.
What do you mean?
To a certain
What
degree.
degree is that? That we were introduced to
I
another
like-
cute actress pala? 'Cause
No,
that's
no.
probably the
no,
only
no.
positive thing about
Not
Ray.
even. I didn't even find her that cute. I think like Natalie Portman was cuter. But
Oh yeah.
but what you call this? I like what they did some parts of her character.
Okay.
Just some parts. But that's it.
No, man. Sorry.
But that's it. I don't like how her character ended.
Yeah, for sure.
But there were some parts, like especially I don't know. For me, out of the sequel trilogy, I still like The Last Jedi. Like it's still the best movie out of the sequel trilogy.
That was the 8th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That a lot of people hated because it just didn't like where
We had this
they-
argument before, remember?
It's
Yeah.
the best movie out.
I've changed my mind. Just as a movie in its own, it is the best movie.
It is.
It is.
But if you take out, it gets even better if you take out that stupid plot point in the casino.
Yeah.
Much better movie. And made it more into a character development shtick. Much better movie. But wala.
Wala. Yeah, no.
Nakahaba nun eh.
It was the story they told in number 8 was okay. Like I was down for it. But like grand scheme of things in the trilogy. But it
They
also
fucked it
didn't
up.
help that J.J. Abrams fucked it up. Yeah.
I told you, when we were having this argument, I told you that this movie will be the definition of the trilogy. Meaning, you would define or look back at the whole trilogy based on this movie.
On the
But they
8th.
fucked up the 9th and doubled down because all of the backlash. If
Yeah.
they kept up with that storyline, I
Mhm.
think it would have been much better.
Yep.
But they didn't. So
Yeah,
they fucked it up.
that's one like I guess negative example of like fans going overboard,
yeah.
right? Like fans will definitely do that, especially when it comes to big franchises. But movie studios should never let that get to them, right? Like regardless whether or not they want to do
Well,
the fan service.
The fan service thing, I mean, we got the Snyder cut, so
No, okay, sorry.
works into an extent.
I should rephrase. They shouldn't let
and
it.
we got a better Suicide Squad.
And we got a better Suicide Squad. I should rephrase. They shouldn't let it change what they're already doing, right?
yeah.
Like if it's part of their plans from the beginning, then you know that you're having a well-written script, like people that are really working out na cohesive.
Because the whole
But then they're flipping it lang, like
the whole shtick of the trilogy, that's why it sucks, is because it wasn't cohesive. period.
yeah.
Like you can see 7 and 8th. Okay, there might have been a disparity, and the 8th might have went somewhere more deeper than or somewhere unexpected than fans. But that's where the story's going.
Yeah,
What you gonna
yeah.
complain? What if Gandalf didn't come back, right? So what are you gonna do? Complain that he didn't come back, right? So it's not like you just stick with the story that's given. Like that's the
Yeah.
official story.
Let the
So
story play out.
yeah, let
Yeah.
the story play out. So and then they doubled down to the ninth and just turned it around in
That's
his head.
yeah, you're right. That's really where the problem is. It's like they changed their whole course na eh.
Yeah, so wala.
And you could tell it was super rushed. Like
Mhm.
the opening scene palang, you're getting the whole Palpatine explainer in a scroll down
Diba?
text instead of like
Yeah.
the fuck
And
it's
then-
Palpatine, gago.
And then like the Snoke thing. Like I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
mind if he died at 8, but like at least explain a little bit. We
Like
didn't
who
get
he is.
Like we didn't get
Yeah.
anything in the 8th, and then the 9th we just got, oh fuck, look, he's a clone in a fucking bat
Yeah.
tank. I was stupid. Like that's why I'm so happy with that happening. Is that we're getting better stories from different movie studios now. Like there are more studios taking into consideration like the fan base
Mhm,
and
mhm.
stuff like that. So from the sacrifice of the 3 movies, we got better movies. But fuck that. That was a
And
bad
from their
trilogy.
ashes rose John Favreau.
And
Dave
no,
Filoni.
Dave Filoni's been always there anyway. But yeah,
Yeah, because man, for any Star Wars fans that have been mega disappointed by the sequel trilogy, and for some reason have not yet seen Mandalorian, that is a top tier TV show recommendation if I've
excuse me,
ever
chat.
come across one.
oh yeah, like even if you're not even the I wouldn't say if you're not the biggest Star Wars fan, it kind of gets confusing. But
Right,
I've told people you can start watching Star Wars from The Mandalorian if you want.
that's a good point too. It's not really whole universe connected ish.
Kinda is, but
It doesn't require it.
it doesn't require it
Yeah.
for now. For now.
For now. But yeah, man, it's exciting to see. Like at least they have a path towards like their own,
Yeah.
in a way, kind of like Marvel, right? Different properties that come together. So at least now they're like Ahsoka,
Mm-hmm.
no, Kenobi.
They're making the sequel era much better.
Mhm, mhm.
Because I don't mind the New Order, like a copy Empire, a Remnant Empire
Yeah,
type story. They were good.
they
It's
just
they
never.
didn't develop it
Yeah,
at all. So
they never
left a lot of
explained it.
no, they left a lot of things to the auxiliary media than the main media. So it got a
Hmm.
lot of fans confused.
It's a good point.
Like just to sell more stories.
You know what? I think that's a lot of, like at least for the franchises that were big, that ended up becoming a disappointment. That might be one of the main reasons why, like what you just said, like how they, like they leave it up nga to the auxiliary media to explain what's happening rather
Yeah.
than within the show.
Yeah. So
And like one,
that's why it's great for the MCU because they already have the auxiliary media,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is the comics.
yeah,
Oh, well, it was the main media, but the MCU established that they're just loosely basing it off what's happened in the comics. So if you want to learn more about, or if you want more stories about your favorite hero, you can just read all the comics, diba? So that's why that worked out so well for them, and probably also for DC. But in
And-
Star Wars,
and also I think Marvel is just like they're in a league of their own. It's
Yeah.
crazy how they're able to tie in so
Yeah.
many plot holes and
Yeah.
like put things together. So, wala.
It's funny that there are a lot more. It's nice because a lot of Filipinos like Marvel, the MCU movies,
Yeah.
and a lot of them are getting to more anime, and like it's branching out. The culture in the Philippines is branching out.
Mm.
I can say, I don't know, like Korean, K-pop,
Right.
anime,
But there are also a lot of good Korean shows.
Korean
like
shows,
live
there are a
action
lot of
shows.
K-dramas. There are a lot of I don't know. There's not Chinese shows that I watch, but like Filipino culture is becoming. I just wish that Filipino media can become better.
Yeah. Do you watch any?
No,
No. Okay. Me
that's
also.
the point because I know there's a certain aspect of Philippine media na a lot of Filipinos like especially the teleserye type. It's just not my thing, but I know there's some
Yeah, yeah.
rom-coms and comedy. We're good at comedy, but like man, we're just so behind.
Like movie, like production quality, ganon.
Yeah. I'm not bashing any artists or directors or anything. It's just the production wise and quality wise, as a whole, we're not yet there. But there are good movies recently that came out.
Exactly. I was gonna say, like, it's kind of telling when, for like, at least for me, like, in the indie Filipino movies actually look more quality than the big budget ones.
Yeah.
Or like the main studio
Yeah.
ones.
I'm not
Right?
saying like to have a MCU Philippine type, but like, at least up the budget
Well-made movies.
or well-made movies of especially rom-coms. Well, I don't know. I haven't really watched. I wouldn't say, I can't judge it pala, but like, because Filipino music, it's coming back on the rise.
Yeah.
Especially with Pinoy pop. And then we have more, well, they're Philams, but they're making a recognition for
Yeah.
Filipino artists also, like Olivia Rodrigo. Whoa.
Hmm.
Still haven't listened to any of her songs, but she's rising the Filipino popularity.
Yeah.
And she's topping charts, diba? And then you have Bella Porch, TikTok star.
Yeah.
Apparently also
I had to think for a
singer.
second. I was like,
Yeah, Bretman Rock. I mean, there are a lot of Phil-Am influencers
mm,
that came up on the rise. Bretman Rock, Bella Porch,
mm.
Olivia Rodrigo, Valkyrie. Apparently, she's Filipino.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's Filipino. I
Like,
think. If I'm not
And she's
mistaken.
only like, how come? But she's always been in the scene, right? And the streaming scene.
Yeah,
so how
she was
come-
top streamer last year.
No, I mean like ever since. Like, isn't
I
she
don't
one of
know.
the OG streamers?
No,
No naman.
She
Ah,
just
yeah.
came up recently. I think. If I'm not mistaken. Well, I only listen.
Like yung
Heard
mga,
about
I
her.
like yung mga Among Us, ganun.
Yeah. The Among Us type beat. But yeah, there are a lot of Filipino American influencers that
Mm.
are trying to give rise to Philippine.
Media.
I hope like sina Olivia Rodrigo, they release like Tagalog songs. It would help.
I'm
I don't know. I haven't listened. So
I'm
if
not
there is, I'm
familiar with
sorry.
like her, like, did she grow up here? Olivia Rodrigo? Or like, was
I'm
she
not
born
sure.
there?
I think she did, and then for some years, and then she went to the
Yeah.
States. I think. Not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, man. Well, at least nga in recent years, we're seeing a lot of more of that quality
Yeah.
coming out.
And there are a lot of Filipino bands that are here.
Super solid also.
Yeah. Especially with Pinoy pop.
Yeah.
Nah. It's not my thing, but go ahead. But it's just not my thing. Like, I like the legitimate. Okay, it's not, hindi naman sa legitimate. Like, the old school OPM. Like, the
Mm.
more rock type.
Like Kamikaze,
Ano naman,
Parokya.
Parokya.
Yeah.
UDD.
Yeah. Well, that was also the time that I listened to
Diba?
OPM.
I like those kinds of OPMs. I think that's where we shine. But like, also Pinoy rap. Pinoy rap, it's not becoming a big thing, but they're kind of solid also.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's more lenient to pop now, which I don't
I'm
mind.
not so familiar than myself, but like, yeah, I also have a lot of friends that listen to OPM. Yeah. So like, I would
That's
say
just
it's coming
more-
back. Because
yeah.
like, before now or before recently, it was like back in grade school, high school lang that that I could remember people were listening
Mm.
at the OPM.
Or
So,
more, for me, more of grade school, and then high school is just like reliving the classic.
right.
Diba?
Yeah.
And
Tama.
then college, it came back with like Four of Spades and all that.
Ben and Ben.
Ben and Ben. And then now the Phil-Am. Which is good. I mean, it's good. It's good for the industry.
Yeah.
But I just wish that hopefully in the future they can represent like having more Tagalog songs. Just to help up with the industry here and getting more collaborating with more artists from the Philippines and stuff like that. It would help also grow kasi the industry. Yeah. Oh shit, it's been an hour and 44. Damn.
Hey.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here.
Alright.
Yeah. So, this episode will come out after the first episode. Wow. But this episode probably come out Wednesday. I'll try to edit it. This will be on YouTube and Spotify, hopefully on Spotify. So share it with your friends. If you like listening, please share it. Give us a follow, give us a like, give us a subscribe on YouTube and or Spotify. Thank you for the viewers who came by, stopped by, and who watched throughout the whole session. Got anything else to say?
No, just subscribe to the What's Life Like podcast.
Yeah, it's such a mouthful. You know,
The
what's life like podcast?
WL
What's life like podcast? The what's life like?
WLL.
Yeah, so yeah, just subscribe, follow. Thanks for tuning in to the What's Life Like podcast, where we just dive into everyday Filipino life and see what's coming up with the next holiday season. I'll be live again on the 18th, and on the 20th with two more guests. Just to round up the whole holiday season schlick for December. So thank you guys again for watching. Bye bye.
Peace.